Hi, and welcome back to Hey Doc, What's Up? Today we're going to talk about insulin resistance. Well, what does that mean? For some people, they use the older term pre-diabetic, but what does that mean? When does it go from normal blood sugar to a little bit elevated to pre-diabetic to diabetic? Well, that's kind of the million-dollar question, isn't it? Many docs will have different versions of when you go from one stage to the next. People that are preventive are going to have a totally different kind of view of when you reach each of those stages. But for those of us that are preventive docs, we don't want you in any of those stages except normal. So pre-diabetic is when your body is having a higher blood sugar in your bloodstream and your pancreas is therefore forced to be putting out a larger amount of insulin. Now, is this diet related? Is this burning out your pancreas related? Is this an overweight for height and your pancreas is just stressed, period? What is it? Well, it could be any of the above, of course, but from a laboratory parameter, what are some of the things that will tell you that you may be pre-diabetic? Well, again, I'm a fan of trending. Trending means you've been following what your blood sugar is doing, and your best way to follow a trended fasting blood sugar is to always do it under the same circumstances. So if you're always doing a fasting blood sugar, you're always doing it first thing in the morning, you're always doing it with no more than a 12-hour overnight fast, you're going to have a very predictable trend in what your blood sugar is doing. So if your blood sugar is greater than 99, fasting, if your insulin is greater than in men a 24.9, in women greater than 15 on a consistent basis with the same parameters of fasting, then you are falling into the category of pre-diabetic. So then you ask yourself, is that my weight going up? Is there something that's causing that it's really my weight going up, and am I stress eating? Am I doing things to myself that are causing this pre-diabetic state? Is this something that is genetic? Am I trending that way because my pancreas is unable over time to continue to make enough insulin for me? These are all issues that you need to understand what is going on before you can understand how you're going to approach your next step. How do I get my blood sugar down? How do I get my insulin down? Am I snacking at night? Am I eating in the middle of the night? What is the cause of my fasting blood sugar being elevated in the morning? More importantly, my insulin being elevated. And is it elevating too high in response to a meal that I have? Realize that you're not going to change anything overnight. Organs in your system do not change one meal at a time. We may wish it to change that fast, but it won't. And so then it becomes a question of, are your blood sugars and your insulin high, but your A1C is normal? Again, these are going to be considered pre-diabetic. This is a totally reversible trend that most people can do in their body, even if there's a genetic tendency. So next time we'll talk about what that means to cross over into diabetes. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time on Hey Doc, What's Up?